My name is Marcelo from Weglobal Technologies. We are in Florida. This is one of the projects we have done in Miami. This is like the first screen that you see as soon as you touch the Crestron panel, which you can see the forecast. This is like our temperature right now. As you can see, it's 90 degrees, really hot, but feels like 98. I can say like it's like 150, literally like 150 degrees. This is our current temperature right now. I can go for the forecast by hour. I can scroll to the left, scroll to the right. I can go daily. The broadcast daily, nothing looks less than 86, which that's great. Awesome. So here's how we start. Our first screen that you see is the temperature control. We can see we have a tab on the left hand side. I have home. Go back to the first page, start here. Have a climate, music, shades, about our company, of course. So let's go back to the climate control. We are on the second floor in this case. This is our temperature inside. This is our set point. We can change. We can turn the fan on, always on. We can go for auto. We can change to heat, which of course you're not gonna do it. And we can just leave the way it is, or we can turn off. But let's leave the way it is. 72 degrees right now. Let's set this for 70 degrees. First floor, basically we do the same thing. Now let's go to some music. In this case, we have made in such a way that we can play in different rooms. For example, like we have a gray room, kitchen, dining, terrace north, terrace south. We have two different sources, which we call player 1, player 2. Let's turn that off. Let's go to player 1. Player 1 is connected to my Spotify, but I can just go to the left tabs. For player 1, internet radio, iTunes, if I had my iTunes account set up. Sirius, of course, also if I had my Sirius account set up. My AirPlay, that I can go on my iPhone or my Apple device, and I can broadcast through the AirPlay. Let's go back to the Spotify. In this case, I have some playlists, but I just had set one playlist. It's playing right now. Can't hear anything because I haven't chosen what play do I want to use. Which player do I want to use for this room? In this case, I'm in the gray room. Let's go player 1. Here we go. We are listening to the player number 1. Let's lower this a little bit. Let's see what's going on with player number 2. Okay, player number 2, I can also do Spotify, internet radio, iTunes, Sirius, and so forth. Let's go back to internet radio. Okay, so now let's do internet radio for player number 2. So we go back to the rooms. Player number 2. We are playing the internet radio as you choose on player number 2. I can go to local station. Recently played the stations. So let's choose this one. Fox Sport. Let's go back by location. I can choose many countries as long as they are broadcasting through the internet. So let's go back to the United States. Let's go back to Florida. Let's see some blues. Here we go. We go back to gray room again. Once again, if I go to player number 1, I'm playing Spotify. Player number 2, I can do player number 2 in the kitchen, dining, terrace north, terrace south, and so forth. Can mix and match, can do whatever I want. I can control each one of them individually. So let's go back to player number 1. Let's put it very low. So just have some background. Let's turn off. Have this one. Then also we can control the shades. We have different rooms in this case. We have a kitchen, family, gray room, terrace doors. These type of shades are Somfy. So for this particular model, since the client already had it, this particular model that he has does not give me feedback, unfortunately. So I can kind of like put the shades up. I can see the shades going up since I'm here. I'll stop, I'll put them down, but unfortunately I don't have a feedback, so I don't know where they are. There are many other models and different brands that I can see exactly what's going on with them, where they are. So unfortunately, with this particular model that the client already had, I wasn't able to do that kind of filter because it wasn't possible. So let's go back to the music, turn everything off, and this is Weglobal Technologies. My name is Marcelo de Oliveira. Thank you so much for your time.